Feral Audio.
Make some noise for yourself. You look so goddamn good tonight. How do you feel? Welcome to the first inaugural show here. We're so fucking happy to be here. This session of Harmontown is now in full effect. Welcome to the stage, Spencer Crittenden. I will be guest comptrolling for the lovely Jeff Davis. I'm nervous. I don't want to blow it. Jeff Davis.
Yeah, big jerk shoes. He wasn't here for the premiere. It's like he knew this was coming for months, and then he's out there fucking Ryan Stiles or whatever.
I thought he was on the BET Kings of Comedy tour.
I don't know, when we were going to do, I don't want to start on a sour note. I don't want to start on a more sour note than starting without music. I'm sorry about that. That was a little awkward. It was all quiet. It was like church. But
that's why I wore this outfit.
We're going to be working out some kinks. And then we're going to be bringing out the kinks.
What?
What was it? Well, okay, so not to start off on a sour note, but we were going to, we were waiting. We kept waiting to play a new...
Waiting.
Why do that at Meltdown? Why would we do that at Meltdown? Why wait until the big day? And
right.
Then, like a week ago, Jeff is like,
ideas.
I forgot. I got a show for a month or whatever. He's just gone. So it's like, it's just the worst. And it's just, that's what Burbank's about. It's about sadness and... We're just underneath 5 freeways and... Whose idea was it to move to this awful location?
We could go to IKEA.
It was my idea. Because hopefully the live stream experience is a little more friendly. Oh, great. Thanks, Dan. That's what we love, the people that pay to come see the show. We want to make sure that the live stream is... There was a guy that tweeted... not that I want to grease the stinky wheels, but there was a guy that tweeted in response to us tweeting out that we were going to be here. He said, can't remember what his wording was.
Man.
It was like, oh, great.
Following the Cookie Cutter podcast track, I see.
What?
Where you co-opt your animation studio's extra building for a location to shoot it out of.
The old Cookie Cutter path.
Yeah.
In podcasting.
No, what did he say? It was something like that.
That guy's so grumpy. How do you get that grumpy? What is he just like? He's just. I mean,
where do you get that impression of the Cookie Cutter podcast path?
How can a path be cookie cutter? It sounds delicious. It sounds like a thing. All right, so I'll be calling out some notes because we have to live test the venue and stuff. First things first. I don't know if this is going to work. This is blinding me. But I guess there's always going to be lights. The second thing is that
Yes, there's always going to be lights.
Let's not get too cocky. There might not always be lights. Yay.
Well, with the Santa Ana's blowing through, how about that weather, huh, LA? What is it? What kind of podcast is this? How about the weather? What is he looking at? What's he looking at on his phone? Is his agent calling? Is it telling him great job? Why is he being self-deprecating? He moved his podcast here. He's the Cookie Cutter podcaster.
This is weird to say, but I feel more at risk of being shot here than the last venue. I don't know what that is.
That's so racist. I'm so sorry about that.
You're the one that bought a gun.
I didn't
That's how racist it is.
We had to move all the way to Burbank to find out Spencer's racist. You just mean, just clearer shots.
I don't know. Maybe it's just that thinking that it's like a place of nerddom puts you at ease or something. I don't know, but just, oh, man.
Yeah, I guess it feels more like a town hall now. There's people, so somebody could walk up the middle aisle and say, "Get your hand out of my pocket." now I really will be racist and ask you, do you know what that was about? What did that mean?
That is the thing that the FBI agent yelled to cause a distraction in the back of the hall when Malcolm X was speaking.
It was actually confirmed that the guy, because I saw Malcolm X the movie and all I saw was a guy just started yelling that out. It didn't say like this is an FBI agent or anything, or maybe I was Minecrafting during the movie here. So, but it was what? I'm continuing to be racist by going to you as if you're some kind of like Malcolm X movie expert, but like you watched it 9 times. Come on, this was your Ghostbusters.
Malcolm X was my uncle.
This is your Gremlins too.
This was your Ghostbusters.
You know everything. But I think I probably watched it once back when it was like on pay-per-view, and I found myself very confused by that scene, and it smacked of like, oh, there must have been mass chaos, and there's like accounts of people saying different stuff, and that Spike Lee was just being faithful to the confusion because it was just a confusing thing. It was
organized confusion. It was so that everyone would be diverted to the guys who were arguing, and then no one would see the shooters.
All right, but they grabbed that guy that said, "Get your hand out of my pocket."
February.
All right. This wasn't on my list of things to talk about anyway. So I really am finding out. Like this election has really made me aware of how racist I am. I just like kind of like.
I gave you some black nerd shit. Just in keeping.
Oh, that's good.
That's one of those weird facts that black nerds. No. All right.
What the fuck is this thing? Let's do. So for those of you just listening, oh my God.
Don't let the suit fool you.
For those of you only listening and not looking, again, you can look for $5 a month. But also, I'm not gonna turn my back on you if you're just listening. But so I'll tell you, there's a polka dot plastic wrapped, 6 foot tall, human sized gift on the stage that was brought by. Does anyone want to identify themselves as the gift bringer? Okay, down here, you're both the gift. You're dual gift bringers. What are your names? Can I ask?
I'm Spencer.
Fuck. Spencer and Zoe.
This sucks.
Do you want me to just open it up here? Is that okay? Or do you want me to open it privately? Or do you want to help me open it? Or okay.
There's a ribbon.
Okay.
At the top, so you can just unloose it. You don't need the knife.
Okay. All right. Don't need knives for Brandon.
You don't need the knife.
Pull it down.
Second. Oh shit. There's a mannequin. It's missing an arm or two.
Oh.
It's got paper flowers over its privates. And it's wearing pantyhose. Brandon just cocked the chest right.
No shoes. That's good. They know what I like. She's not wearing high heels. Because I like comfortable women. I don't know if you know that about that.
No high heels.
I love sleepy, comfortable women. And I like UGG boots and or like nice
camp counselor
flats, and then of course tights or stockings. Because women are very comfortable in those. So now we have this, and it's. Thank you, Zoe and Spencer. This is so thoughtful and probably a great deal of work. You're giving me more. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay. There's hosiery to go with it. It's Dream Girl brand. One size fits most. It says at the bottom. And yeah. All right. Well, this is making me.
Thank you and good night.
Thank you so much. You're such thoughtful people. I gotta say, we did our last show, and so the other people brought gifts to that as well. And one of the people brought it was like a slightly scaled down. It wasn't the same size as in the Christmas Story, but it was like one of those. It was a replica like leg lamp with the fishnet on it. But this is like how you know you've really found your audience. Like after doing a show for 5 years, he put a little pant leg over it to not objectify it in public. Like. It had a little tasteful slack around it for public, which is, because he didn't want to trigger people next to he didn't want to like brandish it around like look at me, this is what I think your standards should be. He just trigger. He put a little leg tarp on it. And I was gonna say burqa, but then I was like, no, then you'll get in trouble because you don't know how to use that term properly. You'll hurt somebody. Speaking of, has anybody watching that show Patriot? You guys watch that show on Amazon? It's pretty cool. What do I mean? Do you watch it like in the present tense? It's just a thing that just sits there on the internet. That's how TV is now. You just go. Has anybody gone and turned over that Amazon rock and like taken just whatever you want from underneath it? It's appointment viewing. It's a little, but it's great. I watched the whole show. I really like it. It's a bad podcast, but Patriot's great. You should go watch it. Well, we got some stuff. Yeah. So, all right. Well, all right, this is the one thing I wanted to talk about, and then I'll bring my guest up. I know you're going to be like, so there's some people that are going to be like, oh, what's the big deal? Or maybe there's press here, like maybe Variety came, I don't know. Like, yeah. Like, oh, so what's my angle on this piece? Dan Harmon takes streaming to the mainstream or something, I don't know. But and so there's going to be judgment from me. But I just like, your boogers get like more like I feel like 90% of my waking hours are spent picking my nose now. So have you found that you get more boogers as you get older? And you have to it's like a air filter, and it clogs faster. Yeah. And so it gets like, oh, you spend 10 seconds when you're 6 years old. You spend 10 seconds picking your nose, and you're like bummed out when you're done. And
why are you bummed out?
Because you're a kid and you love boogers, and you're like, yay! Oh no, now I'm gonna breathe clearly for another 2 days until I get enough boogers to have fun with. And then just cut to you, just like what you're like twice a movie. I'm like, more like. This is just awful. Is that because you're growing more hair in your nose?
Boom, more hair.
Is that because your body knows that you're becoming more vulnerable to death, and so it's just throwing the cheapest solution at it, just going like, just don't let anything in. Get off my microbiotic lawn.
Your body becomes against you at a certain age, and it makes us look fucking ridiculous. It makes us the people we used to laugh at.
Yeah.
Remember when you were a kid and you were this high so you could see up in the old people's noses, and you were like, look at this old booger nosed motherfucker trying to give me advice. Never gonna be this motherfucker. And then today.
Did I talk last time about that documentary, the Texas University shooting, the sniper guy? There's like a movie out. Did I talk about that last time? Okay. Yeah. Well, this is related.
To boogers.
It's really cool. I can't remember what it's called, but you should check it out. I don't know where you can find it, but but again, just go flip some rocks over, Google it, whatever. It's just laying there. But it's a kind of like second by second witness account, multiple witnesses, everybody survivors of this. What was it, in the 70s? The Texas University guy went up in the clock tower and he shot like 30 something people. Many of them lived, many of them died, and like the ones that lived obviously are the ones telling the story. And but they did this kind of like thing that almost made me turn it off, because it was like this kind of like waking life. What's that movie called? The rotoscopy, like vectory kind of thing. Yeah, thank you. Our guest is champing at the bit to get up here and. And you figured it out who the guest is, and you're like, he's a guest. You call him a guest now. It's just like when Buddy Hackett was on Carson. It was just like, okay, who can we get? Okay, but
you are gonna pay for that.
But the thing is, so then you realize as it goes. And you should keep watching it, like because it just continually it gets more and more enthralling and heartbreaking and terrifying and interesting, and there's heroic stories, and there's also people going, and that's when I realized I was a coward, which is, I mean, really just as almost uplifting and interesting to hear. But all of the people were like the age they were during the incident. And I realized it's because we're ageist. Like they hired actors, like 25-year-old actors, and animated interviews so that they weren't necessarily just having fake people on video. So they kind of split the diff. I think this is my assumption of why they were doing this artistically, but it was like they're doing this like rotoscopy thing of younger people reading the accounts of the people that have survived it. And then they start cutting to the people toward the end and revealing that those people are still alive and that this was their story. And they're all, of course, 30, 40 years older. And it really dawns on you, like, oh, now I see why they did that, because we don't like old people. We don't believe that there's people that are, I'm including myself among them at this point, but it was like melting people, like telling you like, well, then this thing got really happened, it was real bad, and you're just like, yeah, that's what you rock lords always say. Like you're always referring to like how life was rocky and like, everything's made of granite and flint. Everyone looks like Michael Chiklis in an oven, and their ears. The ears are the same size as their head, and the lobes are resting like epaulets on their shoulder pads, and just like their teeth are old baseballs signed by Mickey Rooney,
Mickey Mantle. Which means they got that when they were very young, and he was still a child star.
But it was really effective because they include the images of the old people, and so it really brings you to the precipice of realizing that, and then you're like, yeah, it seems like a dumb thing to have to remind yourself, but 65-year-old people were once 25, and they were probably pretty hot when they were, and you probably therefore like really listened to everything they said. They're like, man, I want a soda pop, and you're like, whoa, that's amazing, Brittany. And then she's later just like, I want a soda pop, and you're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, piece of shit.
Get back in your hole, Grandma.
You piece of unfuckable shit.
Yeah.
You offend me.
It's true.
And we really blame people. We blame when women get pregnant. We look at them as like, we're like, oh, you're glowing, and then the stuff to them. We're like you're pregnant, but you can't work here. Get out of here. Go home. And no, you can't get paid while you're at home having a baby. You fucking gross baby maker. And then as we all get old, we're like, you old fuck. You gross piece of shit. We worship youth, and when are you the youngest? When you're fucking stupid. Yeah. Like, well, we're kind of like, we split the difference and we go like, oh, I love 25-year-olds. But really, you know, you can tell from our culture, we're like, yeah, but I really like a nice 19-year-old.
Oh, shit.
You know. It's like, you don't know nothing when you're that age. And so those people have all the capitalistic power. We're like, what do you think? What do you think about the weather today? Oh, it was brand new. He's right. It's never happened, this weather. We used to have that respect for old people when we were cavemen, because I bet they looked at melty people and they'd be like, dude's melting. Like, do you know how many saber-toothed tigers he hasn't been bitten by?
Yeah, but you know, old people kind of got mean and sent us off to war. So it changed the shit, maybe.
Yeah.
Because when I see an old person, I'm like, you fucking did acid and fucked up the country for us.
Yeah. That's the generation. There was the silent generation, the greatest generation of the baby boomers.
Right.
Wah, wah. Beatles and fake butter and AIDS. That was a reference to Community and the Community Christmas episode where they sang it. And I believe one of those things, Donald Glover helped out with that line. I think he came up with fake butter and AIDS, I think. Donald was he was really going places back then. It's a shame to see these kids waste their future, you know. Wish you would have stayed
Just
on
fell
for
in
that.
with the wrong crowd. A bunch of rappers.
I told him, I said, Donald, you were going to regret this, not moving to Yahoo with us. Where are you going? To rap. Ha! To rap.
Atlanta. Who's ever heard of the place?
Go ahead, make your silly show. Donald Glover. I'll see you again, my friend. Kicking on my door in the rain. Please, one more season, sir. Can we do it for Alta Vista? Does Cracked have a discretionary fund? We could shoot it in your apartment. Ha, I don't know, Donald. I'll think about it. What am I looking at? I'm not looking at anything. I'm trying to find my notes, and I'm a little nervous because it's my. Let's try out some of the technology. Spencer, tell people. Let's bring up Rob Schraub.
Rob Schraub, ladies and gentlemen. Rob Schraub.
He's got a backpack on. Careful.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. Why is there a mirror under her? There's like a mirror under her.
All right. Well,
He's wearing a backpack.
Will you talk to people for a second? Well,
What are you going to do?
the backpacks are the only way we could power the show.
Right.
We just have
You want me to
giant.
talk to people while you go backstage for a second?
No, I was just gonna. Oh, for people listening, we have to, we tried to clear the mannequin and I ended up fondling the legs, and that's it.
It's good to be here. How are you? You doing
nervous.
good, Brandon?
I'm nervous. I'm happy to be here. How was your week?
What? I'm not doing good, guys.
You got a case of the D's.
I got the D's, man.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. This writer's strike is scaring me. We were talking about it backstage.
Yeah, it's gonna suck, man. But it can't work. Gotta do it to stay solid.
This setup, it's like such a big stage, but it's just full of stuff.
We're gonna figure it out.
Okay. Oh, good. Thank God you brought the really comfortable chairs.
All right, so we're gonna do this in real time. So somebody tell me how do I hook my thing up to the thing?
Can you use a deeper voice?
Got it.
I shut you right up.
Okay.
Now I gotta tell you, about an hour before the show, our dimmer blew, so we can't dim the lights, which might make it hard to view a projection.
How is dimmer?
This
All right. Well, let's. So this
we're
is
gonna try it.
This is as.
We're just trying it.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
This isn't the writer's room. Come on.
This is my Minecraft world. I'm playing a Skyblock mod pack. Now, if you're listening to the free version of the podcast, again, $5 a month, but also, I'm not gonna. This isn't. It was just. I just want to try out some of the visual stuff.
Get the gold.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Get the fucking gold.
I'm gonna use my jetpack. So I want to show you guys one thing. I want to show.
Get the fucking gold.
Spencer.
Now, it was just nighttime, and now it's daytime. Can you explain what happened?
I right-clicked on the bed, and the sun came out.
Great.
All right, Spencer, look at my wither farm.
Oh, yeah. You were talking to Cody about this on Instagram.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Okay, so these are refined storage constructors. And then over here is a refined storage system, and I have soul sand in there. So soul sand is going to... What happened?
I just feel my life just draining away.
That's the soul sand.
And then these are placers, and they have little tiny wither skeleton skulls in them. You know what? This is too cool for you guys.
And so those things make a wither.
Those things make a wither. If you play Minecraft, then you know that when you get soul sand,
they love withers.
You form it into a T formation. If you stack up soul sand in this T formation, and then you place wither skeleton skulls on top, it creates a wither, which is the most dangerous creature in all of Minecraftia.
And it's called a wither.
And these are placers, so I can do it remotely. The wither skeleton skulls are in here. And this is all wither-proof obsidian block.
Wither-proof.
Make it do.
So then over here, so I have a switch. It's a 10-second self-resetting lever. It goes down to conduit here.
Do you want to explain the redstone logic that controls the
Just think of redstone as like electricity. So this is redstone conduit. So this lever is gonna activate. Is gonna send energy down these things, and it's gonna split to the left and the right. On the left, it's gonna go over here and up to these placement things. That's gonna place wither skeleton skulls on top of the soul sand, and then on the right. This is going to make a force field over the top of this, but it has to do it after the wither gets created and falls down below the force field level. So I used a mod called,
of course,
super something.
Does anybody have another mannequin that they want to bring up at this point?
This is a small circuit I made. There's a mod where you can make your own circuits and you can get really elaborate. But all this does is it sets a little tiny delay in there, like a 5-second delay.
Tiny delay.
So, with one lever pull, what you're going to see happen, I don't know if
Wait. Everyone in the audience, we got to say, pull that lever. Okay, on 3.
Well, wait.
If you want sound, you gotta change the source in your audio.
Don't listen to them.
You know,
I was just so worried.
It'll only take like about 10 minutes.
Is gonna. Okay, headphones.
Do we
decimator,
have money for this?
Decimator?
should be headphones.
Yeah,
Do we have enough time in the show?
The thing is, it's hard to know what sounds like what.
I don't hear any sounds. These guys would be buying and mooing. These are my animals. That's a cow.
And even clucking, if I understand.
That's a chicken. This stuff's, I don't probably, this maybe for another day. These are generating cobble and flint and sand, and they're each going through all the things, and then they pass it off to the next thing, and then there's just a lot of you get iron and stuff. You guys don't care, but
we gotta pull the lever.
Okay, all right. So here's not yet.
What have I done?
Because you have to know what to look for, or it won't, because it doesn't look like
There's
much.
going to be a wither.
I have to tell you what's happening so that you can be impressed. But really, there's no sound.
I don't know.
Because the wither makes this crazy sound when it gets created. All right, whatever. I'm going to pull the lever.
He did try changing it to Decimator.
I just have to be really careful because
it'll
12%.
explode.
Or headphones?
12%.
Oh, try headphones. No, it's not going to be headphones. Well, who cares?
Let's figure this out.
Oh, wait.
They can hear it.
Your cheers are outweighing the noise.
Don't change that much.
Yeah, no, you got the noise. Yeah, them some cows, baby. Oh, no.
I just was testing the sound.
You lost the audience.
All right. Okay. So
Mercy for
the
animals.
wither's gonna get created. It's gonna go down. It's gonna fall down. I'm gonna go down here so you can watch it. It's gonna be in there, and then. So, oh shit! Yeah, we're running out of power. Okay. All right, let's do it. Well, I just want to tell you though that it's also there's more down here because after the wither dies. Oh shit! Low battery. Get my power.
Let's get Shrab up here. Come on, let's get Shrab up here and really let's start the show. Imagine being on like the Tonight Show. All right, let's. Here comes Alec Baldwin. Okay. Sit down. Talk about something completely different. All right. Play a game. Ignore him.
I think it's time to pull that lever.
Okay, see it? They're creating the wither. Okay, now he's falling down.
To the window.
Now watch the force field. There, the force field's there. It's protecting me.
You should have made a lighter colored force field.
Wait.
He's down there. He's blue color. Oh, he got myrtleized.
And now it's gonna the stuff he drops goes into this chest, and then the chest has an import bus on it, and then it goes to this computer, and there it is, a delicious nether star. Okay, and now there's another thing I wanted to share, not Minecraft related.
That was actually really cool. That was super cool. You know, at first I thought it was boring, but it really got me after a while. You know, I just really got engaged. Dan? Oh.
Okay, so if you're listening at home,
it says friendship.
This is called Friendship. It's a presentation. It's a PowerPoint. I just want to make sure. If you're listening at home and you're like, oh, what? So the podcast is always going to be so visual. Now I'm never going to listen. First of all, here's the smallest violin for your lack of money.
You would be able to see it if you paid $5.
But that's not why I'm doing it. I'm not trying to blackmail you into. You should. I like that you cut your carrots and are poor and want to listen to something. I like
Gotta
being
cut
in your
them
ears.
carrots.
Shrab, you gonna feel bad for all the stuff you said when you see this video.
Yeah. So Shrab, look, I know I tried to whip together a PowerPoint up in the green room, and I took pictures of you because I wanted to do a quick PowerPoint. Friends are friendly. The R is for really friendly. Whatever. I bailed on that. It was just a chart that's a number of letters in friends, so I gave up. But here's Shrab, my best friend. And then here's a picture I took of him with his mouth open. And I think this is the end of my slideshow because I didn't have. I think the key to friendship is understanding. Shrab, do you remember the thing that you made for me? Yeah. So
I said this to Neil it's like, hey, do you need a title sequence for the Harmontown documentary?
Yeah.
I think I got it covered.
Here's what he sent me.
I thought that would have worked.
All right, I think that's enough. That's enough visuals for tonight.
It sounded like the Action News soundtrack.
All right. So,
I feel so exposed.
All right. So now we have like an hour and a half more to fill.
I feel so exposed.
Rob, whose backpack is that?
Huh?
Is that that's not your backpack, is it?
My backpack. I'm going to third hour.
Did you came up with a backpack just to, you thought that would be enough to just make fun of me for wearing my backpack up on stage?
It seemed to work.
I don't know if anybody
You're talking about it.
even liked it. All right, we'll figure out what we're
You're
doing
talking
up here.
about it.
All right, let me take a look at my notes. Okay. I thought I'd be able to like airplay stuff from my phone and like show you pictures of my dogs. That's what I keep saying is like
The dream.
that's the big dream. Pictures of my dogs, but we'll just do a regular show because what we've got right now is the HDMI plug, and we've enjoyed the hell out of that. Brandon, you don't sit down when you comp troll?
Yeah, what's
I never know what's going to happen. I might have to run out of here. Burbank.
Brandon, I didn't understand the ending of the. All right, where's it?
While you do that, I'm going to turn my chair around.
Wait, where's that?
Are you going to sit cool?
I can't find.
So cool.
Sit cool.
All right, okay, all right. So these are the only things I have to talk about tonight. The idea of getting naked because you're so high.
Yeah.
Like you always hear stories about that. Like somebody they smoke so much crack or they do so much acid that they take off.
Rob's gonna die.
They take off all their clothes and like what like if I could understand trying that, but like if it didn't work, wouldn't you put your clothes back on right away? Like
I think eventually they do.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Are you worried about what you're going to do when you get to that moment of being high?
Yeah, I just don't think I would ever get so high that I would take off all my clothes.
Well, the second time I got high, I showed my friend my dick.
Let us all settle in for this.
It was the second time I had got high, and we were in my friend's car, and I showed him my dick.
Was he asking?
No.
Was it like the beginning of the Twilight Zone movie where Dan Aykroyd goes, "Hey, you want to see something really scary?" And you turn around and you pull out your dick and it's all blue with white hair.
Did it say "Thanks for getting me high" and Sharpie on it or something?
Yeah.
Or what was it?
And there was like a comedy whistle noise.
Was there something wrong? Like, were you asking for advice?
Were you saying
I was
help?
giving him advice in a way.
Like what to do with your dick?
Yeah.
Show it.
Yeah, check this out.
Was it erect?
No. That was why it was funny, probably. I don't want to analyze myself in that moment.
It's a different punchline.
Yeah.
If you show your friend a hard dick.
Yeah.
The first time you got high, did you think, I can't do it yet, but I'm gonna do it?
The first time I got high, I whipped out my dick, and then I was like, no, not yet, and I put it away. But I didn't tell anybody.
What, Schraub, why don't you be...
I'm not showing you my dick.
You be Spencer's friend, and I'll be Spencer. And
Okay.
whatever, you're driving.
You know, it's just like, my mom and dad don't understand what I'm trying to say with my life, and
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I hang out with you, because you understand what I'm trying to do.
Oh yeah, I got so much understanding. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, you mind if
sorry, left or right here?
turn left, but then
Okay.
I've got some advice for you.
Bring it on, bro.
Zip. That happened.
Spencer,
Yeah.
your dick is beautiful. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Just take it easy.
Do you know why I pulled you over?
Oh God! Keep your hands up. We don't want to get shot.
Why?
You made a left turn in a no flashing zone. I don't know.
Take a look at his cock. It's gorgeous.
And scene.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure if we should end it. Thank you.
There's a post-credit sequence.
There's a blooper reel.
Sam Jackson is back in Spencer's kitchen going, "Oh, so you showed your dick, huh? Well, get ready for a wild ride next summer." That's the last movie I ever saw in a theater. The Iron Man.
The Iron Man.
Millennials.
It was called The Iron Man.
I liked the Iron Man.
I'll take 2 for the Iron Man.
I'm still working out some kinks in my home automation system. One of my dreams is to have a nice little house and have be able to control the speakers and stuff in every room and blah blah blah. So there's multiple audio sources. One of the audio sources is an iPod. In case the internet goes out, it's got a little iPod that's full of music.
A little iPod.
But it syncs with a laptop, and it's like, that Apple crap. It's everything
iPod
syncs together. So the iPod, and I've been meaning to fix this, but the iPod just has all my voice memos on it, which I record all my therapy sessions. And
fuck, not a good idea.
Yeah.
That sounds bad.
And so I just looked today because I was trying to play the Sneakers soundtrack, which Danny Jelinek gave me as a gift, because you can't get it online. There's no Sneakers soundtrack on Spotify.
It's a good soundtrack.
I remember you gave me the CD in the '90s in Milwaukee, and I lost it.
Wynton Marsalis.
Brandon
Brantford?
Brantford
Marcel?
Brantford.
Okay.
Brandon, was it? It's Marcellus, was it?
Marcellus Wallace.
So I'm listening. So I was oh, can I play this? There's no CD player anymore, so I'm put it in the Blu-ray player, and then I'm looking at the different menus and things. It's oh, I'm gonna play this Sneakers soundtrack everywhere, and then I see, and you know how when you find out your zipper's been opened, but you have no idea how it could have been days that your zipper was.
If you wore your pants that long, yeah.
It's I look and I see lit up. It's the back patio is playing my iPod.
Oh no! So is it playing your therapy out to your neighbors?
Yeah, drunken fights I'd have with my ex-wife, where we'd go.
You would go to your therapist drunk and record it?
No. I would record all my therapy sessions. I'm just listing the other. There's a lot of community ADR. It's me going cool, or doing multiple takes of things or Rick and Morty lines or something that I'm handing to an editor to scratch in. But then interspersed with that is 8-minute sound files that are I'm not yelling at you. Yes, you are. You're always yelling. I'm recording you, Go ahead, I'm recording you.
Oh no!
Wow.
Oh my God!
And it was just playing in my back patio.
Wow.
But I don't really know. I mean,
and you're I'm gonna record this
because it's gonna make me look like a real hero. Yeah, no, I don't. Because we were both drunk. We were both, there were no.
Let me get out my phone.
Yeah. Well, that's something a drunk person
memo?
does.
Voice memo. Okay.
If you're drunk and you're in a fight with another drunk person, you're both thinking you're totally stone cold sober and you should hear yourself right now. I'm gonna Hasselhoff's daughter you so hard. And then you get up the next morning and you're okay.
Let's listen to it together. Let's listen to it. Let's just listen to it.
No.
Do your neighbors treat you differently? Has any shit gone down?
Oh, you were like, what if you woke up the next morning? Oh, no, I don't. But look, I just saw it. That's the thing is like, I don't know how long it was playing. I don't know if it played anything specific. I didn't like hear anything blaring for the speakers.
And I think our neighbors are full of shit.
Yeah.
Told that neighbor suck my dick.
Those neighbors over there with their trees growing shade on my lawn, causing the sun to not grow my grass.
All right, let's do a
My
segment.
neighbors. I keep thinking we're going to be cutting to like some puppet show over here with this Lady Elaine's going to come out of the attic and go, hello, Dan.
Hey, Jeff from Harmontown. It's me, Dan from Harmontown.
Hi, Dan from Harmontown. I'm Jeff from Harmontown.
Have you met the HelloFresh gnome?
I've heard about him and like quiet whisperings around town.
Well, I've been standing here by the microphones this whole time.
Oh,
You haven't
Jesus Christ.
seen me?
Don't ever sneak up on me like that, Hello Fresh gnome.
I'm Lomkins, the HelloFresh gnome.
Lomkins is such an acquiescent gnome, he doesn't care what you heard his name as. The same way that HelloFresh is so acquiescent that it doesn't want you to have to go to the grocery store to buy fresh ingredients just so you can cook at home.
Lomkins, is it?
Yeah.
Could you break it down for me? Like, tell me about Hello Fresh, because I'm a little confused.
HelloFresh is the meal kit delivery service that makes cooking more fun so you can focus on the whole experience, not just the final plate.
But I find cooking fun on its own. What does Hello Fresh bring to my air quotes table?
Delicious new recipes with step-by-step instructions designed to take around 30 minutes for everyone from novices to seasoned home cooks short on time.
I mean, think of it this way, Jeff. How many times have you used the excuse of, I don't have time to go to the store, to not cook your own food?
I just order Thai food.
Well,
Don't do that.
oh, that's Lumpkins' kryptonite. He hates Thai food. That's like hot pizza to the Noid.
Does Hello Fresh hate Thai people?
No, well, I'm just saying, like, when you're ordering Thai food, you're getting all this stuff. Like, those people are motivated by profit. Like, they want to give you the cheapest ingredients. They're all frozen and inorganic, and they're trying to turn a profit off of your laziness. When really, in the same amount of time as it takes for you to wait for the Thai food, wouldn't you like to prepare a meal for yourself that you knew the ingredients were fresh? What if it was under $10?
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I would love to cook for myself if I had the ingredients laying about and I knew what the hell I was doing.
How about the freshest ingredients measured to the exact quantities needed so there's no food waste, designed by registered dietitians who review each recipe to ensure it's nutritionally balanced?
What comes in the box?
Everything you need to make the meals, right, Lumpkins?
I gotta go.
What are you guys doing? Do you guys see a gnome in here?
Spencer, there was just a gnome in here.
Oh, shit. No, I don't know. Sorry.
There was a gnome that dropped a lot of information on me, and I still have questions about Hello Fresh.
I think the idea, Jeff, is that whether you're an amateur or an expert, you've got these portioned out fresh ingredients and instructions that either you're going to learn how to cook if you're an amateur, or you're going to have a really pleasurable, easy cooking experience if you're a pro.
That sounds fun. It sounds better than waiting for Thai food to come.
Yeah. Like same amount of time, except in the end, you've made a meal for yourself that costs you less than $10.
Less than 10? Well, then I'm sold. I have to do the cooking,
Yeah.
but they make it easy.
Yeah.
And the stuff comes in a box.
Yeah.
And you get to pick the stuff you want, or do they just throw shit at you that you have no idea what it is?
Here's my personal testimony. I tried HelloFresh, and here's what happened. I went on the internet. I used a promo code to order it. And a couple days later, a box of ingredients that were portioned out by regulation dietitians came to my door. I opened the box. I pulled out the ingredients. I'm not lying.
The ingredients for lemony pan-seared chicken with pesto peas and potatoes?
That was it. That's what I ate and made.
Oh, I thought it might have been the cumin
Wait.
spice steak with scallions dressing and spinach couscous salad.
Wait, Dan, for real, you actually got this stuff and you made it?
Yeah, I made the lemony cumin chicken.
Did you get in the kitchen and actually fire it up and do the whole thing?
Yeah, I opened the box and I pulled out the portions and I put them in accordance into the proper pans. And I applied heat and stirred, and then I had a meal that I had made for myself, except I didn't have to do any of the hard stuff. I just had to have the joyful experience of preparing my own food.
That sounds great.
Oh shit, the gnome is
Wait,
back.
is there a gnome in here? You said that there wasn't a gnome here.
The gnome comes and goes. He's a whimsical creature.
Lumpkins is summoned by the need for mass dumps of information.
No, I know. We've done ads before, but he owes me $40.
But Lumpkins, is it true that you worked for Monsanto for like 5 years as a part of their marketing team?
Use the promo code Harmontown30 at HelloFresh.com for $30 off your first week, and don't worry about my checkered past.
It seems like Lumpkins, the HelloFresh gnome, feels guilty about his past working for big food, and now is making amends by working for small food, HelloFresh.
For $30 off your first week of HelloFresh, visit HelloFresh.com and enter promo code Harmontown30. That's going to get you $30 off your first week of HelloFresh.
And it's going to get you off.
HelloFresh, goodbye frozen. Come to the meal, that's the one you have chosen. But you didn't buy these things from a store. They came in a box to your door.
Hello, Fresh.
Let's do a segment. Get our sound cue ready. We'll do a segment. This is an old classic. Things that Dan has to complain about that he can't really complain about without sounding like a dick. I said, when you're 44 and you have money, your problems are different than when you were 20. And so when you are also an attention whore, it's hard to complain about the stuff that makes you mad because all the people listening are poor and sad. I really got my finger on the pulse. Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. I'm sick and tired of doing these
Cosby impressions.
I'm sick. I'm not doing any more interview requests for publications that are part of a roundup where they're like, yeah, everybody sound in about your favorite genre. I never get chosen. I spend hours on my quotes and email them in, and they never use me. They're just using me to like get Joss Whedon to say he'll do it.
Are you you're the gateway to Joss Whedon?
No, I'm not the guy. Yeah, that's why I paused in my throat. I just mean like they're using me to make it. Maybe he'll go like, oh, gross, I'll do that, because I don't know why he would do that. Why would he do that?
Are you telling me you're waiting to talk on topics and these people have not reached out?
Wait, no, I'm saying like,
I lost you.
I'm just saying like that's because it's an unrelatable thing that only I can complain about. When your publicist calls you and says like,
when your publicist calls you and says, hey, do you want to do this thing?
Right.
And your publicist calls, hey, Dan, this is your publicist. Hey, do you want to do this thing? Joss Whedon is going to do it. Will you do it?
Yeah, What do you like the self-deprecation buttress?
Yes.
You're yes-anding self-deprecation?
This is me. I'm the self-deprecation buttress. Hey, Joss Whedon won't do this. Will you do this? Kevin Smith won't do it. Will you do this? Will you be on the $10,000 pyramid with Soupy Sales and Pee Wee Herman? Will you get on Pee Wee Herman with Soupy Sales? Hey, Dan Harmon, I'm your publicist. I'm going through a tunnel. I'm going through a tunnel. I'm sorry, Dan. You're breaking up, Dan. I'm your publicist. I'm going through a tunnel. I'm your publicist. I'm going through a tunnel. Hey, did you get that email? You never wrote me back. Anyway, Joss Whedon won't do this. Will you do it? Will you do this, Joss Whedon? Joss Whedon won't do it. You know who else won't do it? A lot of other people. Hey, Chris Pratt won't call me anymore. He won't call me anymore. He doesn't call me.
Chris Pratt won't call you anymore?
Chris Pratt does not call me anymore. He does not call me anymore. He does not like my Instagram pictures.
Why are you're a publicist. Why do you have an Instagram at all? I mean, except for your personal life. Why do you want Chris Pratt to...
I have a personal life, and I want to Instagram it, and I have that right. And I'm going through a tunnel right now. It would just be nicer to my.
If you want to be famous, why did you become a publicist, and why would you apparently live in a tunnel?
That's where all the food is. I'm hungry. I'm starving.
A publicist is supposed to.
Don't open your laptop.
I am because I want to. I just want because you're being a dick, and I want to show.
I am not a.
Just wait! Don't broadcast anything yet because I'm so scared that my laptop's gonna have it's more for other people than for me. You remember the
so
fucking
much
Doctor Strange
on this
spoiler? Just don't. You're not broadcasting anything, right? Okay, all right. Just let me find something. But freely
You're not broadcasting.
Well, whatever.
We're just gonna.
You don't have to make me feel like a piece of shit.
So, Rob, you were going through a tunnel?
I'm going through a tunnel.
Thank you.
It's a long tunnel. There's no light at the end of it. It's a dark
You just,
place.
like a full
you just have the two
screen.
clients, or
I have 2 clients. One is my Instagram account.
Why don't you do like a
other is Dan
create
Harmon.
slideshow? You can't just. It has to be created. You can't just. What do you mean?
Now's the time to figure it out. Let's just take a second. Just take a second. Just take a second. Holy shit. Wow, that Fast and Furious movie is really lighting up the box office mojo.
Fate and the Furious, more like Great Date and the Furious, am I right?
You're right. That's a good first date, Fate of the Furious. Hey, Sasha, would you like to go on Fate and the Furious with me? It's our first date.
Oh, hide sidebar. There we go. Okay. Hide sidebar. Okay.
Spencer, you're Sasha.
Oh, sure.
All right, we're standing in line to see the Fate of the Furious. Hey, would you like
now I
some
lost it again.
popcorn?
Sure, and I'll have a soda as well.
We'll have a popcorn and soda, please.
Welcome to AMC.
Oh, okay, we're not even in yet. All right. But I'll remember your request.
Sir, welcome to AMC. Is a
Sir and ma'am.
Just let's hear him
Ma'am, I
out.
can't look your date in the eye, sir.
Me neither.
Please don't.
Welcome to AMC. We say
You're
that
so
in every
beautiful.
part of the interaction.
Okay.
thought that
All right.
was-
I got
Sasha,
it.
you're
Case.
beautiful.
Okay.
You're so beautiful. Thank you for going out on a date. I'm desperate.
All right. You can bring up. I'm just going to show some photos for those of you
We'll
listening.
come back to Sasha and Schraub on a date seeing Fate of the Furious after these messages.
Gun store.
That's a
guns.
photo of me buying my gun.
approve
There's my
this.
gun.
Dan,
Oh no!
I'm showing
wants
it.
to kill something.
Boy.
I still haven't picked it up.
Oh.
America!
Oh,
Okay.
it's better that you haven't picked it up yet.
Fucking America!
Pacific Dining Car in
mustard.
Burbank has yellow mustard. They put it on the table.
Classic yellow.
These are my dogs. I told you I want to show
come on.
pictures of my dog. Okay, so I was trying to make my Mass Effect character. It got the gray afro.
Can we get
this
more
is the
light?
best I could do.
Can we get more light here? Like right here. Is there a spotlight that we could put on the screen? No, that's the opposite.
That's my Mass Effect character. Okay, there's Nigel on. That's a
those
picture I took while I was really high at an Easter barbecue, and I was like, look at the leaves, and I thought I could.
Kind of looks like Abraham Lincoln.
There's me in a beard and a suit. There's the dogs. This is. I had to watch this while jerking off. This is a guy testing my intercom system, and he was down there all day. And so that's right next to my bed, and so I was jerking off.
Sophia Cleans. You were jerking off to Sophia Cleans?
This is Ken Seeley, my favorite interventionist on intervention.
It looks like he's got a little Jim Carrey. There's a little Jim Carrey in there.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love my Candy Finnegan and my James Van Vondren. If only for his last name, Van Vondren. Come on, that guy must have smoked a lot of crack. He lost his last name. All right, this is another thing. I was high again at a restaurant, and I was like, "Look at that beautiful chandelier." And the pictures never really work. Look at this. Look at these phone booths. They're taking them out, and they look at all the wires in there. How many things do you need for a phone? Look at this thing. You know, I used to feel bad for phones until they.
I used to feel bad for phones too. But then I woke up.
There's Seth Green at a signing, and this guy looks like Seth Green in disguise, so I took a picture. I was
He looks a little like meth green.
Sometimes people ask me to draw stuff for Rick and Morty, so this is Morty sucking capitalism as a dick. By the way, if you're gay and you love to fillet or whatever, it doesn't.
Or a woman.
Wait, well, let's not even get into that. They've got enough problems. I'm just, I don't know, the whole dick sucking thing. I think, I just want to specify. I want to put an asterisk on that. Like,
it's really underrated.
I hope it's not a homophobic sentiment when we keep telling each other that we suck dicks. I don't know. We'll take an audible on that with our gay listeners. So I found out the ultimate drug to take at a signing is MDMA, and I took like this little tiny hit, and that Duncan Trussell gave me, and then we went to this signing. So I'm sorry if you were there with your family and you had me sign a thing. I was rolling on.
He licked my face.
The kids call Molly or whatever. I think it makes.
Why is that the ultimate drug? Why?
Because I usually take like a little Adderall to get through like a signing, and it just makes me talk about myself a lot. Like right now, like I'm on Adderall and vodka, and I'm going like, oh, look at me, I can make my PowerPoint.
You're kind of abusive, yeah.
But the MDMA, it's like kind of like it's a perfect blend because people are like, oh, I came from Phoenix, and you're like, wow, how is Phoenix?
Yeah.
And it's just enough, It's like you're not like, oh, give me your phone number, It's just like oh, Phoenix is cool, and it's like it is the truth,
right?
And how you feel. It's just hard to get to that place in such a strenuous
I read
environment.
something online that Duncan Trussell went off on a like a heckler or something. Did you hear about this or whatever?
He was doing a show here, and Andy Dick came. Or is that what you're talking about?
I don't know. Maybe this is old news. Anyway, go back. Speeder Scout.
Look, yeah. So
let's talk about more ecstasy.
So
you were on ecstasy when you were talking to people?
Yeah, well, don't make it sound like that. But I was on ecstasy while I was signing action figures, and then oh yeah, look at this! I got one of these fucking things. This is a stupid virus or something.
The system scan.
All right, but then they took me in the back, and look, this guy he bought some kind of garbage Speeder Scout. That's not interesting. Okay, all right, let's close the laptop. All right. Well, wait. What was the? But Shroud. Oh man.
What?
The reason I opened it up is because I thought I had an album full of the mean shit that you text to me.
I don't text mean.
Yeah, but then I open the Slack, and then it's like there's shit all over the place. There's the whole slate's on there, and people are like, "You're making a Puff the Dragon movie?" I'm gonna tell Holly Wookie.
Puff the Dragon out this fall.
All right, let's get down to business.
You're doing great. You're doing great. This is a great first show.
We've cooled off the crowd. All right, so. How's it going, Schraub? You were taking voice classes before, weren't you? You're going to make your voice lower?
I stopped for a bit because I'm busy working on a rewrite right now of a script I'm working on.
Okay. Was your voice getting lower?
Yeah.
When do you break out the lower voice? Like, what if you see somebody...
This is the lower voice. You should hear when it's not low.
If you see somebody from your past, are you going to pick your old voice or your new voice?
Like my mom?
Why would you see her?
Why would I see her? Ever again? Holidays and birth and stuff. I'll probably revert back to my regular voice. That's talking through my nose and stuff. Let's change the subject.
What do you think of this one? Wait.
What?
What? Yeah, what do you think of this?
All of a sudden, I'm listening to you.
Do I command your attention?
He didn't even need a coach for any of this. He's just changing his voice all around.
I would like to do business with you.
All right.
It's terrifying.
I would like to give you business tips and strategies.
Okay. Give me the top 5 business tips.
Tip number 5 for a direct and communicative business strategy. Close before you open. Too many closers claim... All right, it's 9/11.
It's a great tradition.
Yeah. Close before you open. That's...
Number 4.
Number 4.
I'm hearing clothesing.
No.
Like clothes.
Number 3, listen carefully. Number 2, listening is for closers. Number 1, business tip for a communicative direct business strategy for success in the marketplace in the modern era. Open your ears before you close your listening.
This is great vocal coach advice.
But now it's me.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. See, this is what I sounded like before.
I have terrible business advice.
Oh my God. I'm going to do the opposite of what you say. So, the top 5 bad choices in business.
These are the top 5. These are the worst, the bottom 5 business strategies for direct communicative business environments. Number 5.
Okay.
Reverse the order of your lists. Start with number 1. And make that the worst one, descending. Number 4. Clarify.
Yeah.
For instance, you make your points come to the.
It's like babies fucking.
It's like babies fucking? Babies fucking.
Get the
I like to watch
clothespins.
babies fuck.
I had a girlfriend that wanted to put clothespins on her nipples, but we never did it.
Oh, gross.
How do you pass up that opportunity?
They were her nipples, so I mean, for me, it would have been just like doing laundry. It wasn't like, oh, I've always wanted to. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd want her to be happy, but I just like, where do you get clothespins? I
had a girlfriend that had a tooth in her pussy.
It was like a bone ridge, right?
Elaborate.
It was like a.
Don't use such a fancy word for such a dirty moment.
It was like.
Elaborate on this vaginal tooth.
It was like yeah, it felt like a. Yeah. It was like either like a tooth or like I would sometimes describe it as like it was like a cat's finger.
Cats don't have fingers.
I'm telling you what it felt like.
And you only have the things your dick has touched as a metric.
Lots of.
It felt. It was like a child's bonnet.
I didn't say that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That seam in the back of a child's bonnet.
A bonnet, like child's wears a bonnet. Sorry. Okay. Come on. Let's.
Are you guys watching the Handmaid's Tale?
No. I saw the original movie. It was freaky. It was pretty scary.
Oh, I didn't know there was another adaptation of it.
Robert Duvall back in like I want to say the 80s, late 80s.
I want those handmaids. That's my Robert Duvall impression.
You got to bring me those handmaids.
You better bring me those handmaids.
I just caught Big Little Lies. Any Big Little Lies, ladies out there? Yeah.
I watched the first one of those, and then I was like, I always give up too quick on things. Like I watched the first season of Fargo, and then I was like, it's too much like Fargo. And then everyone's like,
I wanted something different from the Fargo television series. It was too much like Fargo, the movie. I mean, come on.
And then I watched the first Big Little Lies, and I was like, I like all the people that are in it, and I was interested in all the stories, but I just couldn't like. There's a pettiness in me that's like, I was like when they kept cutting to the people going like, she was stone cold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, I don't want to stop doing that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I feel like creatively bullied by that. Like I feel like stop elbowing me like so hard. Like just like fucking like cup me.
What do you mean, cup you?
Yeah, I was
just sort of like cup your balls.
Yeah.
That's storytelling.
Like support, like be there for the parts of me that would otherwise sag and but don't be like, huh? Think about it. I'm like, no, you think about it. You made a TV show. What do you mean think about it? You're hurting my ribs. I just want to watch the show. You don't think Nicole Kidman can carry a story and a straight narrative? Like she's, but I know it's the petty part of me but I will say Patriot, it's turned me around now on like non-linear storytelling, serialized. There's no voiceover in it, but I get it. I'm an old fogey. Like if my craft is like Gilligan's Island or Knight Rider, and like it's modular and it's like it's from an old world and. Next week we have Rob Corddry.
He's good. He's good. He's a good guest.
Yeah.
He's a good version of a guest.
He's a good Rob.
Too easy.
How's your butthole? You.
My butthole. How is my butthole?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're offended. Yeah. How dare I mention your butt? You've shared with us that you obsess about your butthole. You've burnt it with.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. My butthole's fine. My butthole's.
How did you burn your butthole?
No, you haven't heard this story.
No. It's on the list.
Yes. No, Dan, you want to help me out here?
Schraub, when he was a kid.
No.
So you don't even know what I'm going to say.
Okay, fine.
Schraub, when he was a kid. I'm saying if I wrote the biopic about this.
Okay. Fade up.
Schraub,
the cold open before the title.
Schraub, when he was a kid, he used to not wipe his butt very much or something. Now,
yes.
I will say either did I, but I didn't go this path. Like he. And then when we were in our 20s, I guess in the Comedy Sports locker room, like someone looked at Schraub's underwear and was like, "What the fuck? Like, don't you ever wipe your ass?" And then he was like, "Oh wait, I always used to say I felt like my butt was itchy, and your mom wouldn't say then wipe your ass more." You've somehow blamed your mom, but and then so in your 20s you started to you acquired
overcompensating.
You started going like, "Oh, you're supposed to keep your butt clean," and you kind of became like very embarrassed and fastidious about your butt, and it became like kind of a fixation. So you started like fastidiously cleaning your butt, taking a lot of showers every day, and then you had a girlfriend that was supportive of that. She got you a special shower head that you could reach down there.
My wife.
And but she
became my wife.
She worked at Bed Bath and Beyond, and then
not really. He kind of related. She bought me like a shower snake.
Yeah,
and then to watch. So then purposely after taking a shit, I would have to take a shower and clean out my butt.
And then you started doing it with more and more hot water
because that's what I was taught how you get dishes clean.
Yeah, exactly, and it's not untrue. It's not.
Yeah, the hotter the temperature.
Yes, if you
the tighter the sweater.
The boys depend on us. Yeah,
right.
So then you scalded your butthole
a little bit, and most of my balls and upper thigh region.
And then you went to the doctor, and then the doctor said,
"Holy shit! What did you do to yourself?"
Yeah.
Good God, are we third? And I don't know why I'm doing this, but is it third degree? How burned are we? Burned?
It's probably third degree.
Good God.
No, it was third degree.
I don't know what third degree is.
Third degree means Freddy Krueger, like you could.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, it wasn't third degree, but it was enough that the doctor went, "What did you do to yourself?"
we were watching this. We did a marathon of the old Freddy Krueger show. There was a show on in the '90s when Nightmare on Elm Street 4 was out. There was like the peak of Freddy fever. Like Freddy had like a breakfast cereal. He was hosting Friday night videos and whatever. And there was this show called.
It's a horror. It's an anthology.
It was like an anthology called Freddy's Nightmares: A Nightmare on Elm Street series.
No. A Nightmare on Elm Street, the series. So there was like 2 colons in this title. So it was like a joke. And we go, Freddy's Nightmares, A Nightmare on Elm Street, the series.
And we decided it must have been like there must have been a rights thing like that. This wouldn't be a surprising thing if there was like people who had the rights to Freddy the character and then people who had the rights to Elm Street or something.
Because that's what would happen with it, if any of you are old enough, and none of you are, that Friday the 13th had an anthology series that didn't have Jason Voorhees in it. It was like a shop of cursed
It was an antique
objects.
store, of cursed items.
Because somebody owns Friday the 13th and another big group owns Jason. That's why the last
Which, by the way, the Friday the 13th, the series with that cursed antique shop, totally ripped off the Scooby-Doo, the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, which was Vincent Price hired Scooby and Shaggy to work at his store or whatever, and they dropped a vase or something, and he's like, "Oh, that had ghosts in it," and I was like, "I want you to go out and round up those ghosts."
How many are there?
Yes. As many as in a standard network season order, but also a very spooky number, 13. But it's like, in the 13th episode, do you think Scooby brings in the ghost and then he drops the back 9 ghosts? All right, go get the back 9 ghosts for a total of 24.
Those are the mid-season ghosts.
You counted the pilot ghost. Everyone does that. You're not supposed to do that. Anyways, but you know that, okay, if you're out there and you created Friday the 13th, the series, you know what you did. But also the Night of the Living Dead franchise. We met with George Romero when we were much younger, and
amazing.
It was interesting. One of the things that was fascinating was hearing not only how the reason that movie's was famous was because of a bunch of mishaps that also unfortunately resulted.
It was originally called Night of the Flesh Eaters, and then at the last minute they changed the name, the title card. But they forgot to put copyright information on it, and it became public domain.
That's why everybody was allowed to put it at their drive-in theaters for free, so they all did, which was the ultimate distribution tool, because it was just but so it made it the most famous, most successful money-making movie in the world, but Romero and his people didn't really get any of that money.
They didn't make any money. That's why they've been remaking it every
But then there was the other reason why you notice with the Night of the Living Dead, it's splintered into, I think, Rubenstein owned, it was how did it divide? It was anything that's of the dead is Romero's property, and anything that's a time of the day.
No. Living Dead is owned by. Oh God, I forgot his name. I can't believe it. Anybody horror fans out there? Who? What am I looking for?
Well, because they don't want to advertise false expertise.
What?
That's not the right
okay,
answer.
that's helpful. Anyway,
what did he say? Is that
Sharpie butts a lot?
Oh, he's just
I'm just jumping out stuff.
I mean, anything to stretch the time at this point. I mean, I got so nervous about the visuals. I was like, can I see photos of my dog? And then, everybody was like, yeah, but not if you use the trackpad or something. And I was like, oh God, what are we going to do? And then the first 10 minutes was just burnt out our energy with all those visuals. There's a mannequin with pantyhose on it. And now what are we doing? It's like listening to a golf tournament.
People enjoy that.
Harmon moves up to the bit, stands in front of the bit,
There's a
and
cricket
slowly
in here.
tries to whack it
Is
in.
there a cricket in here?
Yeah, it sounds like it's over there.
Well, that's nice. Maybe that's the meltdown cricket. He followed us.
People
Or
always
she.
think it's a fan. It's a fucking cricket. That's what
Ladies
crickets
can be
sound
crickets.
Oh shit! That was a secret mic drop that
I haven't
didn't go
dropped it
nowheres.
yet. No, I haven't dropped it yet.
All right, what were we talking about? Horror movies, Freddy Krueger, third degree burn, your butthole. Okay. Yeah, you know, my grandpa had third degree burns all over his body. He's gone now, but he blew up in an oil tank, not in the war, but after he got back. He was already a pretty old guy. He was already my grandpa, and he blew up. While he was welding the inside of a gas tank, like you know.
Oh, don't do that.
Underneath gas stations.
Don't do that. Don't do that. If you do that, no, don't do that.
If you were to excavate all the earth around a gas station, you'd see these giant tanks where all the gas goes down there, and they need maintenance down there. So I guess you go down with a blowtorch, and sometimes they haven't left the fan on long enough overnight to get all those gas fumes out of there. Big explosion. They said that the tools were melted to the floor of the gas tank. That's how hot it was in there. Like the rungs of the ladder to get out were like melted. And he was in there as a human being made of meat. And I remember being a kid and going to the hospital and being terrified of my own grandpa. And he was like, "Don't be scared," which I thought was kind of cool because it was like, he should have been like, "Ouch," and he was like worried about me being scared.
Yeah, he should have been like, "Be scared."
Yeah, I would. Yeah, it's like,
I'm terrified.
Go to college.
Right.
Do not, and not for welding. Don't pull one of those. But he, they did. But he ended up. By the time he died, he looked totally. He did. You couldn't. You would never have known from looking at him. But I thought it was like 90% of his body was like third degree burn. So I don't even understand how they did that. There was a talk of like skin graft from his butt or something. But like, can you skin graft and like wait for skin to grow back?
Why are you asking me?
I don't know. Well, what am I supposed to ask? The fucking Surgeon General?
Yes, you can do that.
It's an out loud rhetorical question. You know.
Here's a question: settlement?
You know what? Fucking, I don't think so. I never even heard a thing about that.
Somebody should have said something. Don't do that.
Maybe it was like his idea to go in while there was gas in there or something, so he couldn't sue anybody. I don't know.
Don't do it.
But
Don't do it, man.
Knowing him though,
I want to go down there. I want to do some welding. No, come on. The fans. Don't do it.
I'm sure he would have been like, "No, I'm not going to sue. I'm not a, like he lied about his age to go fight World War II, like he couldn't get in there fast enough, and I'm sure he like didn't want to. Maybe didn't. If a lawyer called him, he'd probably be like, "Fuck you."
Good God, the Harmon's cut from a steel cloth.
Yeah. Now that generation's all gone now. It was all pussies now.
Hey, what is the hardest?
The manlier your grandparents are, the more, because it's like, well, it's like the microcosm of the nation. They like protected us and fought Nazis for real, and like, yeah, and then we joined improv troops when we're 35 and just complain. This Twinkie's too soft. I want my money back.
We take you to this intelligentsia. Hey,
I'm gonna hashtag this Twinkie until you get sued and fired. I'm a snowflake.
Who has the hardest job in your family?
It's definitely me.
Really?
Hardest job.
Who followed in his footsteps?
Yeah, I'd have to say the next closest manliest thing would be my uncle that airbrushes the sides of vans and.
What?
There's really nobody. I'm sure somebody's offended in my family if they're listening, but I don't think they're listening. But I can't.
Didn't he do a jacket? Didn't he airbrush a jacket for you?
He airbrushed lots of jackets. He's passed away. He got brain cancer.
So lucky.
Yeah. What?
Sorry. It's been a rough week.
No, I don't. It was my great grandma Busha. Busha's Polish for grandma. I think it's like the Polish version of Mima is Busha. But Busha, she was, I think it's okay to say she murdered a guy. I think it's okay to say. She was a vaudevillian, and she probably murdered a guy, maybe. Like, but I'm sure he deserved it. It's like it was probably
break this shit down. Like she did it with her act, or she did it in the middle of an act, or
I told the story before, but it was and I feel like every time I like go back and visit my parents, I find out I'm wrong about all these details. But I felt like my great grandma, she was like she was living with a guy, or he was like I don't know, and then like I just remember the story was that people were watching a football game, and then they broke into the football game and said like a 83-year-old woman is being questioned in the stabbing death of a man, and everyone joked like 83, that's gotta be Grandma Busha, and then the phone rang, and because she was just like she was like really salty, like very, very salty. Yeah. Like I've told the stories about her that I have. I mean, but yeah, that they questioned her, and she said he fell on the scissors like several times, and they let her go, I assume, because they were like, she's almost dead, and then she lived for like 20 more years. Leaving a trail of bodies as long as the Route 66. But she, along the way, between that and her natural death at like very late 90s, if not, I think she might have broke 100. Did she? That maybe I don't know. But between that questioning for the homicide and the actual death, she got her throat slashed by somebody that broke into her house to take her microwave because she owed them money.
Shit.
And there's I've talked about this.
Yeah, I didn't know about those.
No wonder why we moved to Burbank.
God.
So you could start your criminal empire.
My parents have the news footage on VHS of the doctor, because it's like she got her throat slashed.
Holy.
And she hung out at her house bleeding.
After her throat was slashed?
And then she realized nobody was going to be around for a while, so she wrapped her neck in a towel and walked to the hospital. And then it was like there's news footage of the they go like, a woman got her throat slashed and then walked herself to the hospital with a towel wrapped around her neck, and then they show like an interview in the hospital lobby with the doctor who performed the stitching, and he's doing this interview, and is like he's going like, a woman came in. Her throat had been slashed. She was 91 years old, whatever, how old she was. I stitched it closed. He's like marveling. He's like, what, am I a genius, or is she Frankenstein's monster? I don't know what he's like. He's trying to figure it out. He's like, no one told me this was going to happen in school. But he's like, I did what I'm supposed to do. It's not supposed to work under those circumstances. But, I took an oath to try, and it worked, and she left. She walked out. So he's going like, that's the answer to your question. I know you're gonna not believe me, but he's just marveling at it. And he's a doctor. He's seen it all. Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah, and she used to, and I don't want to slander her because she's lived it.
She'll come back and fuck you up. She murdered
yeah, she used to
survive the hit.
She was very amorous with the grandkids and stuff. She was like, she liked young men, and she went out functional, like she was like, she wasn't like retired in the
sexual department.
Yeah, she was like on fire,
She liked to get down.
She would like nude sunbathe her like 95-year-old tuchus in the sun, and
with the battle scar.
Yeah.
Beautiful visual for all the home listeners.
And she was a vaudevillian, and my parents would always tell me, you got to talk, you're the other performer in the family, you should talk to Grandma Busha about vaudeville. And everybody was always, you should talk to Grandma Busha about vaudeville. And then like I finally like went up to her at like Easter or something and said like, Grandma Busha, what was vaudeville like?
Oh, it was so good. Vaudeville was the best.
Yeah, she was like, she kind of like, she was like, what do you want to know? And I was like, what was it like? And she's like, it was a stage. Like, she was just like, I was like, fuck you, man, fuck you. I didn't even want to ask. I gotta go ask Grandpa about Iwo Jima next, you know? Like, what? Like, I'm just doing this for you guys. Like, I don't know what these words mean. How was making your own baseball out of cork? Uncle Tony told me to ask. Because apparently the answer is it's hard, it's easy. Well, I'm 7. Well, you take the cork and you wrap string around it. I don't know anything. I'm going to appreciate this when I'm almost dead. That's when I'm going to be like, whoa, making your own baseball, holy shit. It's going to take a while for me to appreciate this stuff.
I think you'd appreciate the fucking knife thing more.
You guys are fans of Lewis Black, aren't you?
I actually don't know Lewis Black.
Well, then can I explain to you that he's a comedy hero? You probably remember him from The Daily Show. I'm an old fogey that remembers him even before that as a legendary comics comic, famous in particular for his edgy rants.
The voice of anger from Inside Out?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's not how he wants to be remembered.
I just know a guy, I know him as the comic that rants so much. I wonder from day to day, how do you keep coming up with new rants?
But there's a solution. He has a show on Audible channels called The Rant is Due. Lewis Black, The Rant is Due. It's Lewis Black ranting about stuff that's actually provided for him by people that have more to rant about.
Are you saying this show is written by the fans?
Kind of. Let's look at it this way. There's a whole lot of people out there with stuff to complain about that aren't Lewis Black. Why doesn't he rant for them? In these harsh millennial times, Lewis Black has run out of rants, and he's now turning to the fans to give him some. So how about you in your day-to-day world? Like, what are you upset about? You can now take pen to paper, write a Lewis Black rant.
So I get the satisfaction of sharing my pain and unloading and unpacking my misery and sadness. And comedian Lewis Black says it louder and funnier.
Yes. The rant is due because Sam Kinison died.
He's also starring on Broadway in a bus and truck company going on the road of the musical Rant, which is like Rent, except Lewis Black has you write all the songs.
Think about it this way. You can get upset about something, type your little angry heart out, send it to Lewis Black, and hear his famously edgy, hoarse, irritated voice.
And he'll pay you top dollar.
Well, I don't know about that.
For every $1 that Lewis Black pays you, we're going to make a donation to Planned Parenthood.
That's not true, and nope. I won't be held accountable for that. So all you got to do is go to audible.com/Lewis Black, LEWIS Black, and guess what? The latest episode is free.
Right now.
Yeah, so you can check it out. Maybe you don't like ranting, then no money down. Maybe you listen to it and what you don't like about it, you can write a rant about it, then pay for the program and listen in to hear your rant said by Lewis Black.
That is crazy.
You know something?
Did they catch the guy who did that?
It was a woman.
Yeah, because it was a microwave, so that makes sense. Because women use microwaves. Oh, hate me. We all use microwaves. That's the joke.
I gotta defrost this stuff. I gotta defrost this fruit. Give me this. Give me back my microwave. I gotta defrost this fruit, Busha. Busha. Give me the microwave. I gotta defrost this fruit. No. Scissors, motherfucker. Cutting your throat. Give me. I'm gonna defrost this fruit and plug it in my kitchen. Can you get I can't get the door open. I'm gonna defrost this fruit. I'm gonna defrost this fruit with Busha's microwave. This is my house. I'm gonna plug it in. Okay, I want some grapes and some banana slices. 2 minutes should probably do it. We'll fast forward. Bling. Nope, not enough.
Meanwhile, at the board of banana and grape farmers, gentlemen, we have a problem. The microwave culture is upon us, and our fruit takes too long to microwave.
It takes too long. I'm willing to kill people.
Jesus, it's a knife-wielding woman.
Give me some. Don't freeze it anymore. Why you gotta freeze it?
No.
Just take it off the tree, put it in a bowl, and give it to me. I'm starving. Give me. Oh, you're so strong.
Your hands are so strong. Oh, your hands are so strong. They look like little bananas.
No, God, no. I know you love them so much that you'll stab
you.
them. Oh, my throat! Oh!
I'm taking every banana and every grape, and I'm gonna run away. And they're already defrosted.
Get me a towel. I know how this works. Why am I dying? Because you don't got that Busha blood.
And that's how it happened.
Yeah, you can't kill a Harmon, I guess. They don't really die. Not before like 1,000 or whatever. Yeah, unless when you drink yourself to death, you maybe like.
Midwest people got good genes. You know, we live long. We don't want to, but we live long.
Yeah.
I know.
What kind of life is it?
Not.
You get these like erasers on your collarbone, like fucking skin tags and stuff. If you're Polish descended, I like have these things like come off and look like little fucking erasers, and then I'll be like, "Is that cancer?" And then like a week later, it'll fall off or something in my sleep.
Hair growing out of your ears
And your nose.
Nose just
And your
fills
nose?
up with barbed wire. Ears getting all big. That ear thing really freaks me out. You see people's giant ass ears. Why do your ears get so big?
Your head actually shrinks.
Oh, is that? Are you doing a bit?
No.
Your
I'm
head
serious.
shrinks?
Your head gets smaller and your ears stay the same.
Shut up. It's because it's like soft tissue and it's gravity, but it's like you'd think they would just lower, like they just like droop lower. Like how come the tops of them? You look like Ferengi, like when you get old enough. Is that the right alien I'm thinking of? The Ferengi.
Yeah, you're looking at or a senator.
Hey, is it pronounced omniscient or omniscient? You can pronounce it omniscient. Don't take my girlfriend's side. There's a lot of words I only learned in print. I was like,
my dad always used to say measure instead of measure and be a real asshole about it. And he'd get out the dictionary and he'd see there's a little line over the A in the pronunciation guide. It's measure. And then everyone would hate him. Then he moved to Columbia.
My dad would say he's alive. My dad says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? What moon is he from?
People in St. Louis say Warsh and Fark.
My dad says Quada and War, but he's not like from fucking Delaware or anything. But he says Warsh sometimes. Yeah. That's weird.
Antenner is another one. Look at that car, antenner. Like the R. No.
People malign me for my pronunciation of the word bagel, but I just like don't ever. What's that?
They
bagel.
agree with you.
Whatever. I can never bagel.
New York.
My dad did? No, he didn't. That you didn't deserve that.
No. You didn't.
All right. So, Spencer, what about your ham grandma, your bologna grandma?
Oh, my bologna grandma.
Spencer's got a kind of a nutty grandma. Is she still with us?
My bologna's got a first name. It's Grama.
Can you tell us a little bit about your bologna grandma?
Yeah, no, she's still with us. Where is she right now?
She's behind you.
Oh no. She went crazy. She has had bipolar disorder, but
New space, new jokes.
but most recently that's manifested in pyromancy. No, pyromania.
What?
Pyromancy's magical creation of fire.
Does she wave her hands in a magical manner?
Yeah, she knows burning hands.
Whoa.
No, okay, so she ended up getting kicked out of my grandpa's house because she would...
Were they related?
By marriage, yeah. She would strike matches and throw them onto the ground where there was sometimes carpet. She would light on pieces of paper on fire and just toss them into waste paper baskets and walk away.
Now, I'm going to say something to you that really fed me up when I would tell people about Busha. But I feel, I mean, that sounds like the coolest grandma ever.
Yeah.
Setting fires.
I never
When people
saw
would be
her-
like, your grandma stabbed a guy? That's amazing. And
And your grandpa was like, "Oh, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing?" He said, "I'm just lighting this on fire. What are you gonna do about it?
So
what are you gonna do about it, old man? You gonna stop me?"
It would have been cool if we saw that,
Hey,
but
stop.
we never. it
Don't-
was
so your
behind the
grandma
scenes.
had, this was
Honey,
something from her
don't
youth.
light the garbage on fire.
She had adult onset pyromania.
Yeah, I don't know. She got
far?
What?
How far did it go? What's the biggest shit she ever burned down?
To the top, right?
No, I don't know. I don't think she really burnt anything down. It was weird. I don't understand it, but it was basically explained as like a compulsion. Like she just did it kind of like for fun and absentmindedly. Like she didn't really clock that she was doing it, but who knows?
She was like Donald Sutherland's character in Backdraft.
That's what I was telling my mom.
Some grandmas just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah. Grandma, what would you do if we let you out? Burn it all.
But she decided she wanted to own a hostel, so she moved to Nevada and she bought a hostel. It's bad. She's gone kind of nuts. One time the police picked her up in like Sacramento because she was just handing out $20 bills on the corner. Like it's just.
Hey, stop doing that. Hey, what are you doing? I'm not doing anything. Hey! Stop it. Okay, I'll stop it.
I'm going to arrest you for handing out $20 bills. Will you arrest me if I don't wave this 20 past your eyes? Are you trying to anti-bribe me?
But when she set up the hostel, it was like with swindlers because, usually it's good people that want to own a hostel, I think. But these were swindlers.
Yeah.
And they took a bunch of money from her. But no, we were going to get lunch to visit her one time because it was crazy. The whole state of Nevada smells like cigarette smoke, by the way. But we were driving around looking for food, and she was like, "Oh, you want food? I can help you out." And we were like, "Oh, what a ominous sentence." And she reaches into her own on her foot boot and pulls out a package of 79-cent Carl Buddig honey baked ham.
Oh no, Grandma.
And I don't know what it says about her circulation or about I don't know thermodynamics, but it was still frozen.
No.
Despite, like, no meat in my shoe would stay frozen.
Your grandma's circulation's so poor. She could keep cold cuts in her boot.
Grandma, come on. Come out to the car. We're leaving. 1 second.
To camera.
I'm probably going to need this. Just in case. Just in case the opportunity arises.
You got a crazy grandma, Brandon?
I mean, no.
I don't either.
The crazy shit. My grandma was the head of the Democratic Party for Missouri.
Yay.
So, no, there is no. I wish now, though. I do kind of wish that she'd had some fucked up shit just to be in the company of.
It would be useful for this exact scenario.
Why is your family so political? You have a sister that's like a hardcore activist, right?
My sister's pretty nuts. She'll call me from fucked up locations. Like, I'm at Ferguson. They're shooting. It's the craziest. It's the craziest thing.
And you said your sister has a hard time earning her way into these troubled spots because she kind of has a very put together vibe and you can take it from me anytime before I stick my foot in my mouth.
No.
But
I love your diatribes on black women. We came from the suburbs, so when you're trying to help people that are in a different neighborhood and they hear you talk like this, it can be a little confusing. Unless you're like, the last time they had some shit like this was on the Jeffersons when they would go down to the help center. Do you remember that?
Oh, those episodes. What?
Yeah.
I thought he just ran a laundromat.
All the old black people over 65, we're referencing the Jeffersons now.
They would go down to the help center.
Yeah, on the Jeffersons, they used to go down because they were rich black people, so they felt like they had to give back. So they would go down to the help center and they would do all sorts of shit. So
that seems like a shark jump, though. I thought George Jefferson was kind of a stingy, self.
This is that storytelling that you crave so much. The Jeffersons definitely were not like the Freddy Krueger the series show.
Yeah. We had Norman Lear on the show.
So yeah, she goes into some crazy locations where when they hear her talk, they're a little suspect.
They're like, hey, yeah.
She might be saying, "Get your hand out my pocket."
she's there to create a diversion. Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck are we gonna do? I heard the latest march went well.
Climate march.
And it went well. What am I? Yeah, the climate's better now.
Yeah.
But good turnout or whatever. I guess So I was looking at on Twitter just watching the conservative tweeters going like, "What are they going to have a march every week?" I don't know why.
So far, yeah.
It's like, shit.
There's May Day tomorrow, so yeah.
Yeah.
And with the looming writer's strike, it's kind of an important May Day, or as the Trump supporters like to call it, Loyalty Day.
Well, let me lay my ignorance on the altar for the benefit of everyone listening, so you can explain what May Day is to me. I have no idea what it is. What is May Day?
I could be totally wrong, but I thought May Day was International Workers' Day, right?
All right. See, I'm glad I asked. I'm brave for admitting I don't know anything.
Yeah, you are brave.
I'll tell you everything I know about America in 5 minutes. So let me time myself. I'll take you through the whole history of the country.
Okay, here we go.
Let's see. I can make this a new segment. Stopwatch. Okay, I'm going to set it. Wait. Okay. We're going to 2 minutes to figure out how my phone works. And then, nope, 0 hours. Let's try it this way. Let's just say, hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey, can you set a 5-minute timer, please?
Okay, 5 minutes and counting.
Okay. All right. Okay. So in 1492, Columbus came over, and there were 3 other boats, and then they landed on Plymouth Rock, and then they had Thanksgiving with all the Pilgrims and the Indians that were here already, and then the Salem people came over, and they were Puritans, so they burned all the witches because they were on LSD, and then things just kind of blossomed from there. But it was kind of everyone was eating potatoes and corn, and it was fine. But there was taxation without representation, so we started to get ornery. So a bunch of the college-educated folk got together in a place that had a broken bell, or they broke it later. But and they said like we should give tyranny or death, or give it to me that way in that order. And then they did the Declaration of Independence, and then England was like, you can't do that, and they came over and they had red coats, and then we were like, we should fight dirty, and it's 2 by land and 1 by sea, and then we fought, and then we won because they were tired, and King George was mad, and so they were fine, good luck having a country, whatever. And then we were like, fine. And then 1812 happened, and there was a war that no one understands with Canada or something. And then the whole time there were slaves. The whole time we were just like going to Africa and going, these people seem like they wouldn't know what fair pay was, and we should use them to make stuff. And they were like, okay, let's do it. And they were like, how much am I bid for this? And that was kind of fucked up. And I don't want to dwell on this part, but
no one ever does.
I got 3 minutes and 20 seconds left, and we're almost done. It's like, and then that one guy was a slave for 12 years, and then he got free because of Brad Pitt. And then Abraham Lincoln, who I think some people say was half black, but that's maybe a conspiracy theory. But he was running for president. He was like, we should free the slaves, but not. And then there was a federalist movement, and then the South states were like, you shouldn't do that. We built the whole country on slavery, and now you're saying like you just want to use the pants we made for free with the black people, and then you don't want to, but you want to read poetry in them, and then now just because you made a machine that can make pants pants now? That's not fair. And we were like, we don't care. You're dumb and your teeth look dumb. And let's go to war. And then we fought. And then like Abe Lincoln halfway through the war was like, by the way, the slaves are free. And we were like, yay. And then France was like, I'm going to do it too then, because I hate everything. And then that's why we won, or the North won, not we, the Federalists won, and then we unified the country, and then Abe Lincoln got shot, and then I was spending too long on that 2-year period, but so then it was like everything was fine, and we ate potatoes and corn and stuff, and then it was like made like a bunch of smokestacks, and then Henry Ford was like, what if you did pay people, but if you paid them so little that they were basically slaves anyway, and you made each person do like one little thing, and then you bought everything. And then Thomas Edison was like, what if I made a light bulb, and then some other guy was like, but I made the light bulb. He's like, shh, no. So it's like, and then everybody was making things for a while. Everybody's making stuff, and then because everybody was making things, they knew how to put gunpowder into like smaller compartments, and so everybody was like, I can't wait to use these, but we can't use them, because we're not at war. And everybody was like, I know, right? Oh, I want to use it. And then Archduke Ferdinand was like, what happened? And then somebody gets shot, and everyone was like, that's the good enough reason for me. I can't wait forever. And then everyone was like, boom, 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 and they're like, mustard gas, and shoot them in the kneecaps. That way their friends have to help them, then you can shoot their kneecaps too. And it was like fucked up and all quiet on the Western Front. People were eating rats, and they got whatever the precursor to AIDS was, and everybody had herpes all over their face, and freaking died at 35, but they wrote nice poetry, and it was kind of like nice quiet people. They didn't talk about it, but they did trenches everywhere at Verdun. And then there was like peace for a while, but not in Germany, because everybody was like shitting on them, made them eat shit, because they're like, you should have to eat shit because you caused this. And they're like, well, we're kind of sick of hearing that. And then Hitler's like, Jews, am I right? And they're like, yeah. And then everybody was like, here we go again, except America was like, yeah, we'll be right with you. Cash on the barrelhead for bullets and oil. And England was like, for real? And we're like, yeah, you shouldn't have fucked with us in the first place. Should have let us go back in 1612 or something. And they're like, that's a fucked up, weird justification, but okay, we'll just hang out in the subway while they bomb us. Hello? And then we were like, and profit. And we moved in. We're like, we won the war. Brrr, you all owe us $1 billion. And everyone was like, yay. And we formed the United Nations. We're like, Planet America. And everyone was like, that's great. And we're like, the next 50 years is all planned out. And then we just went 50 years, and everybody got better shoes and TV shows and built skyscrapers. And then meanwhile the Middle East was like, what about us? And we were like, we can't hear you. Make us our oil. And then they were like, well, not they, but like, some of them. Okay, that's it. That's where we are now. That's my 5 minutes. Yes. I don't know why I know you're applauding that because it's a thing that ended that lasted 5 minutes, but it wasn't a good thing. It's like, it really is. It's not like I was rushing. It's like, that was all the information I have. Like, I don't really have like extra details. Like, like Greg Proops knows stuff about Cleopatra and stuff. She was from Iowa. Now you do it.
No, I'm good.
Are you sad? Are you sad? You seem a little sad.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm fine.
Right.
Why?
I don't know. You sounded sad.
Just now?
Yeah. I was like, you do it. And you're like, no, I don't want to.
Well,
you wish the show was a little shorter.
That was exhausting.
It's a big country.
Sure is, man.
On this episode of Friends.
Well, you gonna bail out on our Thursday night hangout again?
You have a right to text me when do you just wait for me to ask you if we're gonna hang out on Thursday?
No, Steve Levy scheduled it. It's like comes up in my calendar saying like weekly hangout with Harmon.
Yeah, mine says Schraub.
Right. And you bailed last week.
Well, but to find that, I never even got a text from you.
Steve Levy told me, said, Dan can't make it tonight. And I said, okay. I figured you guys are talking to each other.
Oh, shit.
Here comes Steve Levy.
Where is he?
What's up, Steve Levy?
Doesn't matter. I mean,
so wait a minute. You were available Thursday, and you just found out now that
no, I think I was doing something, but I can't remember. But it doesn't matter.
So
we stretched until 10 p.m.
It was Cody's family came to town.
Cody's family
had
came
dinner.
to town. Oh yeah. I went out with Cody's family.
Okay,
that's where that chandelier picture was.
Okay, great. Moving on.
No, we lost Annie. She's out of here.
Are you going to bail this week?
She left her purse though, so
Yeah.
Open the purse. Open the purse. Open it. Open it. Open it.
Annie's
Open
gonna go her much publicized blog. Taking shits at Harmontown. A look from the can at the cans and cannots.
Don't look in the purse. Reach in and grab the first thing, and then read it.
I don't actually know that Annie's taking a shit. That's an invasion of her privacy. It could be a pee-pee, a cigarette. She might vape. We don't know. She could be a crime fighter.
What does it say? What does it say?
Oh, it's a phone.
What does it say?
Are you going through her shit? You're her friend, are you? Are you her friend?
Well, Rob told her to.
Okay. Well, don't go through people's shit.
It is.
What? No, we can't play D&D.
Yeah.
Look,
let's bring out Jeff.
maybe next week we'll. Well, we'll think
I said
about
the
it.
same thing.
It's like next week. It's like we'll decide. Because I don't know how many shows Jeff's gonna miss. And
why don't you play Dragons and Dungeons?
Yeah. All right. Well, let's do a quality, concise goodbye rap for our first show here. Let's make it good.
Let's try and make it good.
And jump in there because you're better at it, and that's not racist. It's based on friendship. It's not a snap judgment I'm making. You're very good at it. You should jump in there.
I have to pee so bad.
Well, can we? Will Schraub be joining us as well?
Schraub's going to come in with
samples.
Awesome.
Yeah.
From various films and television.
Jam. Chicky jam. Chicky jam. Get the ham. Get the ham. Chicky jam.
Put the beef in the pants. Motherfuckers get dance in the place to be. I'm gonna fuck your mama like me. Okay, no more. No more mama fucking.
Yo, my name is MC Microphone. In the rap game, I am known as All Alone. Because I don't spend a lot of time on my name. Because rhyming is the majority of my game. I don't believe in self-promotion. I only believe in the rapping motion. I like to move my lips and my little tiny tongue. I fucked your mama so hard she became a nun. Afterward. Not because she was traumatized. I like to think I spiritualized her pussy with my dick and gave each titty a lick. And when I did, it was a trinity. And I fucked her so hard she wants more of me. So I'm going over there next Wednesday, as my dad would say. Take it!
I don't know if I could beat that. I beat your mom's with a baseball bat. Next Wednesday, Tuesday, we getting down, got her on her knee. No more fucking mamas. No more fucking mamas.
No more.
Mamas need a lot of respect. Mama wrote you the damn first check. Mama gave you your first kiss on your lips. You used to hug your mom around the hips. Mama, stay in school and drink your milk. No more fucking mama. No more fucking mamas. No more fucking mamas. Because mamas deserve respect.
Outer space. On the moon. Don't fuck your mama. It's Cocoon. All the old people, come with me. Go to a place with 1/6 gravity. Gonna bounce around while we don't fuck your mama. Gonna ride with a Yamaha scooter. Bass in your face. Mustard on your plates. Hot dogs in your hands. Everybody join my bands. I'm gonna fly up high. I'm gonna fuck your mama like pie. No, I'm not.
Wait a minute.
Nope, sorry.
You got to back off.
We had an agreement.
I thought we wasn't fucking mamas no more.
It was written in the cement.
Maybe we can do it just for the dads tonight. Fuck a dad tonight. Make everything not all right. Fuck your dad tonight.
Time to fuck dads. I took your dad out. I took your dad out. I took your dad out and I danced with him.
Did you fuck the dad in the tight black socks?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Did you fuck the dad as he tried to mow the lawn?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Did you fuck a dad to the break of dawn? To the break of dawn?
I did.
Did you fuck the dad even though he had a bad back? Bad back? Bad back?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Did you fuck the dad and that's why you dance like that to this track?
Yes, I did. Yes, it is.
Maybe the audience can do the dad dance. Maybe the audience can do the dad dance. Let me see you shake your dad hands.
You just put your fists like this, 90 degrees to your elbows.
Somebody's gonna get grounded.
Shake it to the left, shake it to the right. Get up on lawn tonight. Go into the street. Turn off the lights. Not paying to light everybody.
Where's my cake, Bedelia? It's Father's Day.
Creep show.
I want
Creep
my
show.
cake, Bedelia. Where's my cake?
Health insurance. Single payer.
You got me this tie last year. You got me this tie last year.
You should accept that I'm queer. And stop buying stock in John Deere. Because they fund Breitbart.
Yes.
I assume. You probably don't. I don't think that's defamation. I'm sure a snowblower company probably advertises on Breitbart. Hey, don't fuck your dad. Oh, no, do fuck your. Hold on. Sorry. Just give me a second. Sorry. We're running late tonight. It's just okay. Hey, don't fuck your mom. Fuck your dad all night long. Move it to the left. Move it to the right. What a lazy rap tonight. Like they're always good. Fucked your dad like a piece of wood. I went up his butt, came out his mouth, went in his ear, and went down south to his pubic area. Gave it a lick. Moved up his balls to the tip of his dick. Put it in my mouth until he came. Then I won the game called Daddy Fucking. Don't pass go. Give $200, you know, to blow your dad till Geronimo blows his cum like a volcano into my tummy. Yum, yum, yummy. Gonna poop it out and then play gin rummy with your dad. All right, that's good enough. Yeah.
All right. That has been Harmontown. Rob Schwab, ladies and gentlemen. Spencer Crittenden. Dan Harmon, I've been your guest comptroller. Brandon Johnson. We all love microwaves. We all love microwaves.
Chris Baruff, Steve Levy, Kevin Dave, Zach McKeever is back there, making sure all the equipment is good. Oh, maybe I should turn that off.
No,
I
just
sound
let
like
that
Bumblebee.
ride out. Let that ride out.
Yeah. All right. Fine. He's got to go to the bathroom. Thanks for coming. We'll see you. We'll see you next week.